Hi guys, if it's Friday, it's Down and Dirty Woodscraft. Stay with me. Okay, today guys, we got a bunch of rain, tropical type rain sitting down here in the south. So it's going to be raining every day for the next probably week. And I've got a little window between two storm fronts, so I want to jump out here and do this for you. And what we're going to talk about is the poncho and how to use the poncho in this wet weather. Little tips and tricks I've learned in using a military poncho to make your life a little bit better. Now, the first thing we're going to talk about is wearing it. Taking it and putting it on. Let's assume you don't have a beautiful hat like mine. Okay, so now we're going to talk about it. If you look on the inside, the old military ones had these grommets in loops in two positions on the inside. This was so you could take a string and run from the back to the front to hold it up against you. And that may be something you want to do. In high wind conditions, yes, some sort of line around the middle of you to hold it up against you is a good idea. But I'm not going to do that. Now that's on the outside of it. So we're going to put it on now. Okay. Now make sure, notice that whenever you pull and pucker it like this, it holds it directly off your face. Now I've got a penny mod right there so I can hang it up better. But I want it to hold forward off of my face a little bit to protect, keep rain from hitting me directly in the face. I can pull it forward like this. I have taken a little green sapling before and bend it and stuck it in here like the girls wear a hair thing and hold this forward like a bridge off my face, like a cap. Okay? Now on the sides, your arm should go to that grommet, and directly below it there's going to be a snap. This allows you to snap it like a cuff. Okay? Like that. So now my hand can move around and I don't have to worry about it going all over the place. So you put it on that grommet, find the snap directly beneath, and snap it. Okay? Now, it gives you really good coverage. So that's an obvious, but the inobvious things when you're wearing this and walking and carrying it, it's big enough on the back to carry your pack. So the back will actually be a little bit longer than the front when you're actually wearing it. Okay? Now, the practicality of this is when I got to do other things, like answer nature's call. Okay? I like to put my poncho, if it's inclement weather, I usually camp in a hammock. So we have a tree, we have a ridge line coming off. Directly below that will be where my hammock anchors. Okay? I will take my poncho and drape it over the top of my tarp and then take the snaps on this side, wrap it around the tree and snap it, and then directly underneath it right there's where I'm going to put my pack. Okay? So as I come out of my hammock, I've got like a porch, so to speak, right? Where my tarp would be tapering down to come to the tree. Now I've got the poncho draped over it, and it protects my pack, protects my gear better. Moreover, at 2 o'clock in the morning, whenever I got to answer nature's call, I can come out, go up, unhook my dry pack, put it in my hammock, put my head up through the opening of the poncho, pull it off and unsnap that where it went around that tree, and I'm wearing my poncho. Now I can walk out here and answer nature's call without a lot of fuss. But let's pass on a little bit of knowledge here, guys. This is a great big sheet hanging on the front of the back of it. And you're going to go out here and you're going to squat down and you're going to answer nature's call, right? On a dark night in Georgia with a little bit of wind blowing, I went out there to answer nature's call, and it's like 2 in the morning. I was asleep. I woke up, and that bowl of chili I ate before I went to bed working its magic, and I can't leave this up under the tarp, so I got to take it over yonder. So I get over there, and I went to squat down, and I didn't realize that the poncho had blowed up underneath me. So I made me a carry-home bag. Yeah, not a lot of fun. So learn from my experience. When you're going to answer nature's call like that, find a little bush, okay? Take my front and back, throw the back over it, So it's actually up on that bush. Now when I squat down to do nature's call, see, it holds it off of me. And I know it's not going to get on me. That tip right there is worth its weight in gold, trust me. Now, I get back to my tent, and I'm going to come under a tarp, let's say. I'm coming to your tarp. And so I'm coming in, and I need to shake off. Well, what you do is, of course you're wearing this, take your hands and go around behind you, just pull them loose, and do that. Knock the excess water off. Then knock the excess water off the front. Then come up under the tarp. I'm going to get in my car, and it's still raining. So I get up there and I take my pack off up under the tarp, put it into the car. My tarp is sopping wet, my poncho is sopping wet, right? I'm going to undo the snaps where my wrist was, right quick. Okay? Now I'm going to grab the front, and I'm going to do this. I'm going to lift up, I'm going to go up on my arm, take that way, pull it up over me, and then grab the back and shake like that. That will get the bulk of it off of me. Then I will come out the side, spin it around, roll it up. Now remember, the wet is on the outside. And then when I get down here at the bottom, I'm going to grab the edge. Now this is the inside, it's dry. This is the outside. I'm going to roll the outside over it like that. Roll it into a ball. And then that I'm going to set in the floorboard of the car with all the loose edges up. So it's all the water that's going to want to still come off of this as I'm driving home will be trapped inside of here. Now when I get home, I'll take it and I'll hang it up and let it dry. But how about I can wad it up and put it into the hood as well. So if it's not pouring at the moment, but this is sopping wet, shake it off, stuff it up into the hood with the formerly dry inside to the outside. And that way when I set it in my car, set it in top of my pack or whatever, I'm not going to get it wet because it's going to weep water out of this for an hour unless you've got a nice smooth like that container. If you just wad it up, water's going to keep dripping and dripping and dripping out of this into your pack, into your tent, into your whatever. So I don't want to do that. So to recap, I've been wearing it. It's sopping wet. I come up and I slide my arms out, I slide it off, and I shake the front of it. Then I pull it over me and I grab the back and I shake the back of it. Then I come out the side, I wad it, grabbing the inside, wad it up, leaving the inside wrapping around it. Now it's dry and I can put it in my top of my pack or my car or whatever. Less effort coming in, less water getting everywhere. Okay? I take it and I drape it over my tarp and secure it around the tree at the foot of my hammock, or the head of my hammock, usually the head, where my pack is. That way it acts as a shelter for my pack to help keep my pack dry. And at the same time, it makes something quick and easy for me to get into in the middle of the night, where I just put my head up into it, unsnap it from far side of the tree, put my arms out the hole, go out and answer nature's call. I need to take a T200. I got to stop somewhere. So I can find me a little bush, flare it out over the bush or stop or something. Or simply make sure that when I get done and I go to stand up, I don't drag the poncho through my deposit. Ask me how I figured that out. And so I don't want to track it back to my tent. See, I'm already sleepy. I want to go back to bed. I don't want to have to deal with a mess. And so therefore, this is those little tricks you learn when you actually wear a poncho. Not just to walk around at some event, but you have to really live out here in a poncho for quite a while. You learn little tips and tricks. How to shake the water off of it. How to roll it up and keep you dry and protect it. And protect your other gear from getting your other gear wet. How to go out and take a dump in one. without tracking it back home. Things like that. Hope you've enjoyed this, guys. I know all you vets have probably got a lot of statements to make about tips and tricks you learned with a poncho. Please go ahead and put them down there. I love to hear from you. Till next time, guys, I'm Blackie, wishing you safe journeys. Have a great day, guys.